The Square Ball Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you with NordVPN. They've been in the news a little bit recently, the old VPNs, but whilst it's still okay to do so, Michael, tell dear listener why they should get NordVPN's plan.
Well, you can pretend to be in a different country.
Yeah.
Which could be useful for certain aspects of your internet browsing.
Go into incredibly specific detail, please.
No, it's just in certain places you can look at certain things, in other places you can't.
Yeah.
Be it sporting events or other events.
Other events. What else do NordVPN give you?
They give you can use it on 10 devices.
Yes.
You can.
Do they have a threat protection feature?
They do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to come to that. So thank you for mentioning it. I believe they offer some sort of a money back guarantee.
They do, yeah. Is it the fastest VPN in the world?
Yes, it is. It is. So what more do you want, really?
Well, I guess that says absolutely everything that we need to know. So to get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/TSB. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. So it's Monday morning. We are careering towards the start of the Premier League season for Leeds United anyway. The other teams, the other chumps have been playing across the weekend. But we play Everton tonight. So we thought we'd get everyone together from the Square Ball and we'd make some ridiculous predictions. And we'll visit them across the season to see how well we've done. Normally we put this behind the paywall, but we thought, listen, we're going into the big time, so we're going to put this out for everyone to see. Joining me for now is Michael and Rob. We've got 5 different categories that we're going to discuss. They are finishing position, top goal scorer, player of the season, young player of the season, and a wildcard prediction. So we're going to get through these, and then we're going to bring Chris in. We're going to hear from Dan as well, who's away on his holiday, and the other TSB members as well. Members of our team, I mean, not the members.
That'll take too long.
It would take too long. There's a few. There's a few of them, and they're all deranged. Much more so than we are. So I'm going to start by asking you, fine gentlemen, the finishing position for Leeds United Football Club, 25-26. Michael.
18th.
18th.
Oh, you're
Sorry. No. Sign a striker.
How much money have you put on us to get relegated?
It's not worth it. If we win like their opening 3 games, that's when I go in for the relegation bet.
You start lumping on.
I mean, at the moment, yeah, you wouldn't really earn enough money to make it worthwhile. So sorry, everyone.
So you've gone 18th.
You absolute bastard.
With the squad as it is, I think we're going to struggle.
But surely even you can see that there's work going on behind the scenes. This isn't going to be the squad that we start the season with proper. Like, yes, of course.
That's what Brentford fans are saying too.
Okay.
They're going, we're still signing players. Sunderland are like, we're going to get another 4 or 5 in. I'm a bit concerned. I think we'll have a decent go at it.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to, fully Southampton it.
Right.
But I feel like we might go down.
Rob?
You absolute bastard.
Rob, help me out.
I know you're meant to be the most pessimistic on here, but Jesus Christ.
Help me out.
I don't think we will finish 18th. I think if we were to sign 2 attackers, we're going to finish 9th.
9th.
I think we're going to do our Leeds are up. We're in the top half. But as things stand, I'm feeling more like a Champo season back in the old days. Something like a nice 15th.
Lovely.
Very familiar.
You take that. Take that all day long.
A bit of dread in there. Probably a lot of people working themselves up, thinking, oh my God, this is terrible. But I think there will be. There's a lot of crap teams in the Premier League. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so. I've got us finishing somewhere between 16th and 13th. So similar to you, Rob. I think somewhere that feels comfortable going into the last month of the season. But we do need to do business. Of course we need to do business, but we're assuming that will have happened by now, by the start of the season proper.
Okay.
At least by the end of the window.
We should probably say we're recording this in little chunks, aren't we?
Yes, we are, yeah.
Of people's availability. But at the moment, it is the 12th of August.
Yes.
And Leeds have not yet signed a striker. So depending on who we've got in, I'm prepared to change this prediction. As it stands, I've looked at the odds as well. We are indeed the 3rd. We are likely to finish 18th according to the odds, because Burnley, Sunderland, then us, and then Brentford, Wolves, West Ham, Everton are the next favourites to go down.
We're a scum on that list.
Quite a way up. Let's have a look. Scum, you can get them at 50-1 for relegation.
That just proves the bookies know nothing.
Man City, interestingly, 20 to 1. People clearly
lump on heavy.
Clearly thinking there's maybe a possibility of a points deduction there, but is it ever going to happen?
No.
It'd be nice if, imagine if they got like a 100-point deduction. It took one of the relegation places out.
That'd be great.
It'd be a nice season for it to happen, wouldn't it?
What point deduction would they have to get for you to feel confident we could finish above them?
60?
Yeah, that'd do it.
They've got 100 points in recent years, haven't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Not last year, admittedly, but they have hit the 100-point mark.
Last season they got 72, I think, points it was. So they'd finish the same as Southampton last year.
Good effort, lads.
Yeah, I would take a 50-point deduction probably for them.
Okay, you heard it here first. We're going to shake on 50 points. Other predictions for finishing position from the team. Oddie from our team said finishing position 10th because on last season's showing, the Premier League looks dog shit.
Good man, Oddie.
Absolutely. Lee, our video editor, said somewhere between 15th and 18th, so he's kind of bestriding both optimism and not. Same with Amo, finishing position 17th to 18th. Luke from our team says 16th. And so, we're all kind of down the bottom-ish, apart from Oddie and Rob, who have been drinking fairly heavy this morning.
We don't know who we've signed yet. But
That's true.
When we sign that permanently cropped striker, my 9th place prediction is going to look brilliant.
Well, let's go into that then. So, top scorer, Rob.
You've got to say Pirro, haven't you, I guess? Not with I don't think it's going to be a high top scorer.
Are you going to speculate wildly on how many goals?
I was half tempted to say Dan James with about 8, but I will be ever more confident and say Joel Pirro with a nice round 10.
Or do you just go balls out and stick it, say Muniz? A player we don't own
him, are we? Let's be honest.
I've gone very similar. I've gone Pirro with 9. I thought he's not quite tickling over into double figures. Michael?
Yeah, I mean, he's the obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to be obvious. So let's go for Willy Gnonto.
With how many?
8.
Oh, God.
Okay, right.
I said we were going to finish 18.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that would do it.
Well, he's been there before, hasn't he, in the Premier League? He actually looked as good in the Premier League, but arguably better in the Premier League than he did in the Champo. And maybe the space he will be allowed is going to help him. I don't know. He's not got, as it stands, as much competition either because we're obviously down a winger. Well, so was the Jack Harrison. But we're down a winger, so maybe he's going to get a few more minutes. And yeah, that's my logic for it.
But what about FC Big Bastards? Mm-hmm. He's not going to be leaping like a salmon to score headers.
We don't have anyone to take a set piece though, do we?
Jack Harrison. With both his hands in the air.
It's like when Harrison's not been taken, Stark's been taken. It's like, we signed you to get on the end of these. Yeah. Come on.
It's like when Harry Kane was taking corners for England and everyone lost their mind. Because it was like, he's meant to be in the middle, fouling the goalkeeper and getting away with it.
So you've gone Gnonto. Did you say how many goals?
Did I say 8?
8. Right.
I'm really sorry. This is proper miserable stuff.
I'm writing these down because it's quite clear Michael hasn't prepared for this.
Under George Graham,
yes,
I'm pretty sure Brian Dean and Lee Sharp got 5 each, and we finished like mid-table. So it is possible.
Okay, fine. Other predictions from our team. Luke said, top goal scorer, probably fucking Bamford at this rate. I did have a thought of that. I was like, he could easily have a little blistery bit where he comes. He's a streaky striker, so he could have a few games. Amo said, Dan James, and it'll be single figures. Oh, gosh. Lee just says, Joel Pirro. And finally, Oddie said, Josh Sargent. Because the way our search for a striker is going, it's likely he'll be that don't go to bed just yet, 10 minutes before the deadline signing that nobody wanted.
I actually thought he'd already gone somewhere. And then I
nearly didn't he?
Yeah, and I saw he was playing for Norwich at the weekend. I was like, oh, no.
Did you see the goal he scored for Norwich at the weekend?
No.
He charged down the keeper. It hit him on the calf, hit the underside of the crossbar and went in.
That'll do.
What a striker.
That'll do. You're Boer-esque, you're saying, off the underside of the bar.
Quite, yes. So next up, player of the season. Michael, who are you going for?
I'm going to go for Big Stacky.
Big Stacky.
So you didn't want to be obvious, and then you've
based on one game. It would be, I feel like he might be the bright spark who we have to sell in summer.
Fucking hell, man.
I know.
Keep it light.
Yeah, but that's an obvious one. But I've gone first this time, so I can be obvious. I'd have gone for Pirro last time if I'd have gone first.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Rob?
It's difficult, this one, because of our new signings, I'm still not really sure if any of them are actually good, because we've not seen them in the Premier League. But I do know Dan James is good.
Yeah.
I know Altanaka's good. I know Joe Rodon's good. I'll go Rodon. I suppose this is going to be based on a defensive solidity, keeping clean sheets. Oh, what about Perry? That's a good shout, actually.
I've gone Perry. I've gone Lucas Perry.
Well, I'll let you have Perry then, and I will go Joe Rodon.
Joe Rodon, right. Yeah, it's interesting. You said Dan James then, and in my brain I was thinking that could be a good shout, because if we are going to be having a lot of, if we're going to be facing a lot of the ball, the counterattacks may be blistering and gorgeous, especially if Lucas Perry is punching balls out to him and he scores. Maybe that's the pivot that we need. Going back to other of our teammates' predictions, we've got Luke, who says it's Stack, isn't it? I guess that's the one that's kind of the most obvious one at the minute. Amo says Tanaka to step up and be our most important player. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
I like that shout.
Player of the season from Lee, Anton Stack. And player of the season from Oddie, again, Anton Stack, the new click. So with that prediction from Oddie, he's going to be playing brilliantly well, but also he's going to be a shithouse, which I think we can all hope for.
We can even use Click's song.
Yeah, that was the big thing to come out of the weekend.
So
it's good.
It's just easy.
And he's good on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen his post-game.
I saw this.
Photoshops, which he was doing a lot in Germany. And then the one after the Milan game was him walking across Abbey Road.
Do you know, I saw that image shared. I didn't realise it'd come from him.
Yeah, he does weird Instagram posts after every game.
Ah, cool.
Which, if we are 18, people are going to fucking hate.
What was the relevance of the Beatles thing, though?
No idea. I think he just likes doing weird stuff.
All right. And it looked like he was third, I think, in
he
crossing.
was McCartney, wasn't he?
He was McCartney, and then it looked like Farker was Ringo.
Couldn't really make out who the other Beatles were.
No,
it didn't look like the Beatles, but it didn't really look like anyone else either.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's a nutcase. Young player of the season, Rob.
Do we have any? Harry Gray.
I mean, it was Willie Nonto last year, but we all kind of went, no, but he's been here too long to be young.
Yeah,
I know his age arguably counts for more, but he's been here ages.
What is he? He's like, 21 now, is he? 22? So he's still probably young enough to win it, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel right. I will go Sam Chambers. Is he still here? Have we loaned him out?
Sam Chambers.
Yeah, he's a young player.
Willie is 21, by the way, just to confirm.
So, well, it's probably Nonto then, isn't it? But I'll go Sam Chambers.
What kind of contribution does Sam Chambers have to give us to be young player of the season?
More cameos than Harry Gray. And Sam Chambers has played a bit on the wing, shorter wingers.
Didn't he play a little bit at right back during pre-season as well?
Yeah, but we don't have any fullbacks, do we? So.
Yeah, that's true. Michael?
Let's go Gray. Let's back him. I feel at some point we're going to have injuries up front. We might fail to sign anyone. So it might be that he is our other striker.
I've gone Gray as well. And there is a version of this season that plays out where we are indeed 18th or below, and we get Eddie Gray in to play his own great nephew up front. And he does well and scores some goals.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to or Johnny Howson.
Or Johnny Howson.
Yeah. Johnny Howson could still take it, I feel.
He could break in through the 21s.
He's in the under 21s. He came through the academy. Why can't he be young player of the year?
Yeah.
If you're good enough, you're old enough. Not
if you're old enough, you're good enough.
I'm not sure how it's going to work.
How old is he?
48, something like that. I know, is he like 37 or something?
I don't know. Shall we look it up?
We could look it up. I don't think he's going to win Young Player of the Year. I think it is fair to say. But I do feel he should be in with a shout.
He's 37.
37. Is this a new thing where they kind of parachute a really old boy into an under-21s thing? I remember Tom Huddleston did it at Scumchester United.
Yeah, they got that other guy, didn't they? The ginger bloke.
Paul McShane
did it as well. Right. Lovejoy, that was him. He did it. He did it for a time.
What's the idea with this then? Just so that they give a good example and hold them all to account.
Just be grown-ups, isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah.
That sounds like a fucking awful job, by the way. Just being surrounded by little teenagers.
Yeah, that's true when you say it like that. But I guess this is Johnny Howson's job for a year or two. Then surely Sam Byram's going to take over this role.
Yeah, definitely. just fill the under-21s with
that team.
Just heritage players.
The 2010s Leeds team. Bob Snodgrass Park.
Don Polion in there somewhere.
Other young players of the season from our team come. So Luke says Mateo Joseph and his 25 goals for Mallorca before his January return. To be fair, we'd take that if he suddenly catches loads of form and then comes back to us. I'm okay with that. Amo says young player of the season Willie Nonto, the only player under 26, 27, so him by default. Same for Lee. And Oddie has said, young player of the season, Sam Byram, because he still looks 17. Or if someone else doesn't use it, Johnny Howson. Hopefully he'll break through from the under-21s.
Very good.
So we've all had the same idea. This is always a good question because there is plenty of scope for this. Wildcard moment of the season. What are we going for, gentlemen?
I don't know if anyone else is going to go for this one, but the return of Pat Bamford.
I was going to go for that. Bastard.
Yeah.
Yep, the triumphant return
I can
of
just
Pat
see.
Bamford.
I can just see it happening. The circumstances in which it happens are very clear, aren't they? That we failed to sign another striker. Metch has got a quite bad injury record recently. We decide he's not scored in a dozen games. He's not really getting much. We need someone to do a bit more pressing, a bit more of a physical presence during his time out of the team. Bamford's got larger still, and he's like the Rock,
right?
And we get to see him coming on, and it's like a freak show. Pat Bamford,
the incredible Pat
in Fenway.
Exactly.
So Pat Bamford's put on 8 stone of muscle.
Yep.
By what? When did you say?
Well, it'd probably be about November. He'll come into the team.
Okay, so he's been heavy on the roids.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big man now.
No, for the drug testing people, not on the roids.
Okay, just chicken, veg,
a bit of creatine and some tins of corned beef or something.
Good lad, yeah. And he comes back in, and as part of this wild card, what's your prediction for the specifics around the return of Bamford? Is it just that he comes in the team? Does he score a shitload of goals? What's happened?
I think he comes into the team. People temporarily think this is better, then he gets injured.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets a winner against Scum or something.
Yeah, but then a bit Brentford-esque, does his hamstring celebrating or something.
Yeah, the club think we don't need to sign a new striker. Oh no, he's broken.
Yeah, we everyone's tweeting saying, "Where's a new striker?" Someone tweets saying, "Pat Bamford."
But his biceps explode in a freak training ground accident.
Right.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Well, if that happens, fuck.
Maybe back in the England squad by the end of the season.
All right.
If it goes well for him.
Him and Calvert-Lewin.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, wildcard moment of the season?
I went Bamford last year because he does just find a way to make headlines, whether he's playing or not, or dyeing his hair or not, or doing a podcast or not. But since Michael has taken him, I will go. I mean, unfortunately, we are probably going to sack Daniel Farke this season.
Mm.
His replacement, I mean, we saw last time they sort of panicked and didn't know what to do. So I'm going to say we're going to sack Farke probably after the January transfer window's closed. We'll have signed a load of players for him.
Yeah.
We'll sack Farke, and his replacement will be, when you just mentioned Eddie Gray earlier, we will turn to what many people call the modern day Eddie Gray, Scoobs. We'll get Scoobs back in till the end of the season.
Scoobs.
Play the kids.
I thought you were going to go Sean Dyche there.
No, it's too depressing.
Okay.
That'd be too obvious. That wouldn't be a wild card moment, would it?
That's true. Scoobs? Fancy Scoobs? Second half of the season?
I thought when you're saying about him sort of getting sacked in a panic appointment, I was thinking Howson.
Oh, that would be. I'm all for it.
Howson to see us over the line, admittedly the line to the Championship. Because if he's in charge by the end of the season, it's probably not going well. Howson's actually probably the third manager of the season, isn't he, if it goes that way?
Yeah.
Starts with Farke. We try to get someone, and then by the end of it, that's not worked either. And you go, that's fine. Just get does Stuart Dallas want to do it? No, he doesn't. Fine. Johnny
Howson, player manager. Last day of the season, we're relegated. He brings himself on just to cheer everyone. He's booed off the pitch.
He makes the morale substitute, which is just himself.
We should probably have asked other people this, but on the Farke thing, are we willing to predict whether Farke sees out the season then? I mean, you're saying he's gone.
I would like him to.
You're saying he's gone, but then in the other breath saying that we're going to finish 9th.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. But the thing is that I think it will only take like 4 defeats in a row.
Yeah.
And we'll sack him.
Yeah, there are a couple of months that look like that would be a high possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think he will see out the season. And I'm basing that purely on just trying to be an antidote to your depressing stats so far.
I would really like him to. I think January is really interesting though, because I think if we're anywhere near the relegation zone, which we probably will be, they're going to think, do we spend money with this guy or do we just get someone better? At least do we think in theory is better and give him money to spend?
We've got the recent example of Jesse Marsh as well, where basically everyone was going, just get rid of him now. There's a big chance. I know it was different because there was a World Cup and everything, but essentially everyone would have been happy to see him go at that point.
Yeah.
But then he won a couple of games and the whole sorry enterprise continued, and it shouldn't have done really.
Yeah, he beat Bournemouth and Liverpool. And everyone, or not everyone, but the board forgot.
Yeah,
that he was shot.
We beat Bournemouth. I remember coming here after that Bournemouth game and being like, that was terrible, wasn't it? We were rubbish. I think we should still sack him.
I was sat like 2 or 3 rows from the front of the East Stand, and they did that, or Marsh did that thing where he walked around the pitch and he was pumping his fists and clapping his hands. And there was a guy stood next to me going, "Fucking sort it out, Marsh." It wasn't the reception I think he wanted. My wild card, I've gone for a Harry Gray winner at Old Trafford.
Nice.
Can you imagine the scenes?
When do we play there?
That's the first game, isn't it? Against them. I think.
January the 3rd is at Ellen Road.
That's the home one, isn't it?
I think we play maybe end of November there. It's one of those, the quick turnarounds,
okay.
I think. But that just screams romance to me.
Well, that's his Young Player of the Year right there. If he can do that one thing.
I would love to see how he reacts to scoring a winner at Old Trafford, Harry Gray. It's fair to say he doesn't lack confidence.
He's probably already got a T-shirt printed up with something underneath.
Why always me?
Yeah, it'd be at the Stretford end and he just stand there staring into thousands and thousands of Man United fans. So Luke's prediction from our team for the wild card of the season is Perry will be Michael Bald by the end of the season.
Oh.
How do you respond to that?
Good.
Yeah?
That'd be really good.
You want him to be in the club?
Absolutely, yeah.
It'd be more intimidating, wouldn't he? We were saying this the other week.
Well, was there not some speculation that he'd already had a hair transplant?
It looks a bit like he has, but I don't know whether it's growing out or he's lost it since then.
Yeah.
No idea.
Because you get a bit in the middle, don't you, where it doesn't look great. I don't know if he's at that stage or whether it's looked good and then fully Barry banned.
I can tell you've been on holiday because you've not studied it.
I mean,
I feel like you put a few hours into this.
Maybe I need to see it in the flesh as well. You can see how the light plays off his scalp.
Well, you'll have to get into Ellen Road quicker then, so you can watch him in the warm up. Maybe go down and have a word with him.
Have you found his mum's Instagram account yet?
Do you know, I haven't actually.
There you go.
Another wildcard moment from Amo. We've kind of discussed this already. Johnny Howson will play and score in the Premier League, which, again, for romance, yes, please. Lee says that Red Bull will buy 100% stake and we become Red Bull Leeds. The least said about that, the better. Thanks, Lee. And Oddy says that Anton Stack will score a hat-trick against Scum at home. One from 20 yards, one from 30 yards, one from 40 yards. The scenes. Yes, please, sign me up.
I think Howson, if we'd had him in our last Premier League season, I think he definitely would have got some minutes.
Yeah, just by default of being a midfielder.
Yeah, because we just didn't have any midfielders. Yeah. If he'd just like Adam Forshaw did, people were just like, oh, he's a midfielder. Thank God. We can put someone in there who's actually equipped to do this, at least somewhat. Got quite a few midfielders this year, haven't we, for Howson? But right back, centre back.
He can do it all.
There are options.
Fine. When he's manager, he'll play him where he wants.
And first time round, he used to be, maybe he's the number 10 we've already got. That's what he used to do.
Will they give him a squad number? A big boy squad number?
I mean, given it took him 2 weeks to announce his signing, I'm guessing not.
Surely he deserves one.
Maybe if he plays in it's the Johnston Paint Trophy or whatever it is now.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get a squad number then, won't he?
I want to see Johnny Howson's name on the back of the programme for the good old days.
Seeing him in that yellow shirt was really weird. Last year's yellow kit.
Yeah.
Which feels like about a month ago now for them to just be announcing we've signed him. But there we go. Howson to do something. I think he's an interesting person to have back.
Judging by these predictions, we are very invested in beating Scum and Johnny Howson this season.
Beating Scum and staying up. If those two things happen, it has been a glorious return to the Premier League.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
And just before we're gonna kind of rattle through our predictions, so that they're fresh in our minds before we tap Rob out and get Chris in. But just to tell you something, Michael, that I don't think you're aware of. I told Rob this the other day when we were on the members show. When we had Johnny Cooper in for the West Stand from last week, he said the most scary sentence that I've heard since we got promoted, which is that Leeds United have never, ever, ever in their history been relegated from the top flight the season after being promoted to it.
Okay.
Does that make you feel nice? Does that make you feel shitty?
I'll be honest, I think that's meaningless.
It is, but it's one of those things where it's a thing that you could really kind of try and hold on really tight to. It's never happened before.
We've never been much of a yo-yo team, though, have we? We've been up for periods and down for longer periods, is the way it generally feels. Yeah. So, I guess it's not really our style, is it? Maybe with a new West Brom or something, or maybe this is us getting established. All
right, well, let's hope it's established. Rob, can you run me through those 5 predictions for me, please?
So finishing position, are we doing the range of 3?
If you'd like, yeah.
So I'll go finishing position, anywhere between 14th, 15th, 16th. Unless we sign 2 attackers, then we're going to finish 9th. Top goal scorer, Joel Pirot with 10. Player of the season, Joe Rodon. Thanks for our mountain of clean sheets. Young player of the season, Sam Chambers. I don't know why. And the wild card, Farke to be sacked, and Michael Skubala to be the interim manager until the end of the season.
I love it. Michael.
Finishing position 17th to 18th.
Boo.
I'm giving us a chance there.
Say,
Come on.
I'm surprised it didn't go the other way.
I mean, 18th to 20, it doesn't make any difference, does it? Top scorer, Willie Nonto with 8.
Low.
Bit of a there might be 8 players get 8 goals.
Yep,
and it's all absolutely fine. Player of the season, Stacky.
Mm-hmm.
Young player of the season, Gray, after a winner at Old Trafford, maybe. And wildcard, Bamford to be extra muscly and play some football.
To be extra muscly.
Even more muscly than we've already seen.
Perfect. My predictions finishing anywhere between 16th and 13th. Top goal scorer, Joel Pirot with just 9. Player of the year, Perry, because of our mountains of clean sheets. Young player of the year, Harry Gray, because of the wild card, which is a Harry Gray winner at Old Trafford. Right, thank you, Rob. And now we will get Chris in to continue the fun. Thank you. And just like that, as if by magic, Rob is no longer here and we have Chris with us. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm good.
Are you going to give us some optimism? We've heard from Michael, who maybe was on the pessimism side of things today, which will surprise you.
No way.
That'll really surprise everyone, I'm sure. Chris, finishing position, please.
16th.
16th.
Specifically 16th.
Why?
I just think we'll be all right.
At what point do you feel like you will be comfortable that we're not going to be relegated? Is it a last game of the season job? Is it going to be a month before? How shit are the bottom 3 going to be, is what I'm saying?
I think Burnley will be pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the clip of Burnley at the weekend getting hit on the counter from a set piece, and it was hilarious.
Okay.
So,
Isn't that why they bought Kyle Walker? To stop that sort of shenanigans.
what year do you think this is?
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know. I'm not that convinced by Sunderland, but I wouldn't be surprised if they stayed up. And then I'm looking at Brentford.
Yeah.
I'm looking at West Ham. I'm looking at Wolves. And my outside bet is Forest.
Forest have got a potential to self-destruct, haven't they? Because of the ownership and everything.
Yeah, they've a touch of the Leicesters about them. You know, Leicester went from winning the FA Cup in 2021 to being relegated in 2023. So it can happen to anyone.
European football too, bit of a distraction.
Yeah.
Just talk me into it. Forest are going down.
You're going to change your prediction.
Forest are going down, and their owner is on the pitch chinning people.
Yeah.
Although, of course, he was only on the pitch to express concern about a player, wasn't he? That was the official line last year when he went on there. Probably that.
Strange old times down there. Chris, top goal scorer, please.
This is a little bit cheeky, but I just wrote Jakob Biel with 6 goals.
6 goals. That's low.
Yeah.
I think our lowest prediction to this point was Michael, which was Nonto with 8.
Yep.
So
yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I don't know. If we're not going to sign a striker, then we might fully George Graham it.
Yeah. Well,
I referenced George Graham in my prediction saying, because there was like 8's not many. I was like, we stayed up with 5 being the top scorer, so it's possible. That season, Ian Rush, as one of our strikers, got 3 goals, played pretty much every game.
that was from the left wing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he's right wing typically,
Right
but
wing.
he was not good. He was just an old man, an old withered man.
And so, Chris, you're really leaning into FC Big Bastards. Are these going to be screamers from 40 yards, or are they going to be headers from Jack Harrison corners?
It's going to be 6 headers. 5 headers and then 1 marauding run up the pitch. I've seen him do that before.
Yeah.
Although, Anton Stack, maybe. I think Anton Stack, not to give away player of the season, I think Anton Stack might be the best footballer to have ever played football in the history of ever.
Jesus Christ.
Based on 45 minutes against AC Milan.
He did look really good. I mean, we're going to talk about this on a show that will actually come out before this show, so you'll have already heard Chris's reflections from being in Dublin for the Leeds AC Milan game. But it's nice to watch a footballer and be really invested straight away because of skill, but also because he's a bit nuts.
Yeah.
It feels nice and right.
He can do a little bit of everything, and he puts weird stuff on Instagram, but not in a bad way. So
yeah. So player of the season is Anton Stack, based on 45 minutes. Is that what we're saying?
yeah, I think more than anything, he's just going to be a fan favourite because he seems to do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time do you think we had a proper box-to-box midfielder?
Matthias Klick.
Yeah, probably was, wasn't it?
Was he fully box-to-box, or was he a bit more... I feel like you need a bit more pace, like Lee Bowyer, a bit more of a box crasher. Klick was more like edge of the box, curling him in.
But he sort of did pop up everywhere. I think,
true.
I think it gets forgotten about in those 2 championship seasons how much he was just so crucial to everything in the middle of the pitch.
It is probably quite unfair to criticise his work rate during those 2 seasons in the championship. He didn't get up and down enough. Lazy he was.
He missed 1 game, did he?
With a hangover.
With a hangover.
Yeah, he did lots of running, didn't he?
Yeah.
So we're gonna predict that Anton Stark, as well as being Chris's player of the season and quite a lot of other people's player of the season, is going to play every single minute, become a fan favourite, going to flog himself to death for the club.
And sign for Bayern Munich next summer.
Stop it. No. Young player of the season, Chris?
There's a guy in the under 21s that I quite like the look of. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. Johnny Howson.
Yeah, he's been mentioned.
It's been mentioned.
Yeah,
there has been this shout from some of our other people in house. But please carry on.
What Eamon was saying about him playing the Premier League, I'm convinced that there will be an injury crisis at some point, and we're going to see Johnny Howson in midfield. I
speculated he might end up as our manager. He might be our 3rd manager of the season and the one who ultimately takes us down. Even though only mathematically, it was already done by the time he was appointed. We were already, 8 points adrift with 4 games to go or something. So everyone knew, but he ultimately will unfortunately be in charge when we go down.
Do you think they'll give him £500,000 with 2 million on top if he keeps us up, like a certain Sam Allardyce?
Housing on the wine, pints of wine by the end of the season.
But I mean, yes, nice answer. But bear in mind, he's 37. Who else is in your shout for young player of the season?
I would. I mean, Harry Gray's kind of the obvious option. But
that's what I went with.
It does depend on if he plays all that much. I quite like the look of the midfielder in the 21s, Oliver Pickles.
It's a great name as well.
It's a great name.
Fantastic name.
I think I watched a bit of their most recent game and he was playing further forward, obviously because Harry Gray's away with the senior team. But he looks like he might be one that breaks through. I hope he just doesn't fully Jack Jenkins it. But
where is he now? Is it? He went to Salford, didn't he? I think Jenkins.
Wasn't it Barrow? Did he start at Barrow?
That's Robbie Gotts.
Robbie Gotts.
Or no, maybe Jack Jenkins did.
And someone else went to Barrow as well. Was it Stevens? Did he end up at Barrow for a time? There was a lot of those kind of Bielsa era youngsters who just all disappeared to the kind of the northwest somewhere.
Jack Jenkins plays for Halifax.
Oh, nice.
Does he really?
Yeah.
We'll be playing him this season then, won't we? Because we've got the mystery under 21s competition.
The National League Cup.
That's the one. The one we won last year. We play Halifax in that. So
I could see this being the year that people get invested in the under 21s again. During Bielsa, I feel like a lot more people watched the 21s with actual interest and then kind of got forgotten about. But now you've got Harry Gray in there. Sam Chambers looks like he would be a pretty good player. Reece Chadwick. And then you've just got Johnny Howson marshalling things in midfield. He's basically a chaperone.
It does feel like it's gone on hold, doesn't it, for a couple of years, the under 21s, just because it's been like, well, there's bigger stuff. We'll worry about that another day. So yeah.
I like the idea of Pickles scoring, just so we can hear what that sounds like through Bryn's commentary. Pickles! Something nice about that. Wildcard moment, please.
We saw a little bit of this at the weekend, but Premier League goal of the season will be a Lucas Perry long throw and Dan James running in over the top of the defence to score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to suggest he throws it all the way in.
Is that allowed? Count? Yeah, is that allowed?
Let's find out.
I think it's a physical impossibility, probably, to throw it the full length of the pitch.
Nah, you could do that.
Well, if you throw it far enough, keeper falls over, bounces.
If it's into a completely empty net, it could trickle in.
We need to consult the rule book, because if this happens...
You definitely can't throw it in from a throw-in, can you?
No.
But if the goalkeeper's... If it's in open play, I guess it's fine.
Yeah. I'm envisaging, like, the last minute of a game, instead of like taking a free kick, they flick it up, head it back to Perry, and he just
bowls one in.
Yeah, overarm through. We are maybe set up for this to actually happen, especially if we're going to be defending a lot. Get Dan James on the counter. And did you Premier League goal of the season? Is that for the Premier League or our Premier League goal?
The Premier League goal of the season.
Oh, so it's a hell of a goal then.
Yeah, because like it would be a bit of a freak goal to score. Plus, everything nowadays 14 passes across the edge of the box before the cut back to the centre forward. So
proper route one.
Yeah, but it's kind of like it's a Brazilian route one. It's not lump it. There's a little bit of flair to it. He did it against Milan. He threw one to Nanto, and you could hear everyone like he caught it. And he went, "Go on, do it, do the thing, do the thing."
It was the Dan James. Was that a car noise? Was that the Dan James goal where there was a foreign commentator who actually started making car noises when Dan James went?
Yeah, when he played for Swansea.
Did one of these. Yeah, he was put over the top and someone started going, as Dan James was running away. So if there's more opportunity for car noises.
Yeah. Was that he scored against Brentford and he basically did just run away from everyone.
Yeah. Some of that.
Great.
We'll ask Tony if he can do car noises to accompany Bryn.
All right, you can maybe do some training with him in here.
Australian car noises.
Australian car noises.
It's subtly different, I imagine.
I imagine Tony drives maybe a really fancy electric car that doesn't make much noise, so we'll have to just keep him in the car park and listen to some actual cars.
Okay.
So we're going to get your rundown, Chris, in a second, but now via the magic of editing, we're going to splice in Dan Moylan's predictions. Now, the caveat here is he's not sent them yet, so we're just going to speculate wildly after we'd heard them as to our opinions on them. So here are Dan Moylan's predictions live from Lanzarote.
All right, lads, just checking in from Lanzarote, fighting the good fight out here, enduring the struggle, which is real. This season's predictions, I'm going to go for a finishing position of somewhere between 15th and 17th, so I'll settle on 16th, but somewhere in that window. Top goal scorer, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 9, I think. Player of the year, Anton Stack. Young player of the year, I'm guessing somebody's already made the Johnny Howson joke, so I'm going to go for Harry Gray. And my wild card moment of the season, headline grabber, is going to be Manor Solomon repeating his shirt-off trick to secure our Premier League safety again. That's if he signs. If he doesn't, it'll be Jakob Bijol coming together with Lucas Perry, both to claim a ball. Sadly, Bruno Fernandes is in the middle of that and dies as a result of that particular sandwich, which sounds a lot sexier than I had in mind. The death of Bruno Fernandes at the hands of Jakob Bijol and Lucas Perry. Right, back to the sangria and the pool. I'll see you in a bit.
Jesus, what's he fucking talking about?
Idiot. He'll be having a meltdown.
Yeah.
I know he sounds positive there, but it won't last.
You think? It looks like a hostage situation.
So yeah, some ridiculous predictions there from Dan. We should have a little prediction whilst he's not here. I'm in charge of the show for the next couple of weeks. Our side prediction, when will Dan take a needlessly long drive to a supermarket? At what point? What month?
It's a fairly... Everton's winnable.
Oh, wow. You're going first month.
But it's a tough start after a couple of tough games after that.
So maybe after Arsenal, after Newcastle.
Maybe after Newcastle.
Oh, God. Yeah. I think it'll last a little bit longer.
I mean, the transfer window closes at 7 p.m. So 1st of September, 7:01, straight out the door. No strikers come in.
Actually, Dan, he won't be that early. He'll be going on the optimism for a while. So no, because he just needs X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And then it'll get to Christmas time and it'll be like, nah, fucked, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've realised we've got 6 points. It's not going to be enough.
And we turn up here and he's not here for a record and we call him and he's in Norfolk at a little. Yeah.
I feel like April is the month that breaks people. Our last 2 Premier League relegations, if you think of like the Bournemouth game, that was the end of April. April 2004.
That was a bad one. That even broke Luke Ayling, didn't it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Maybe he got to Swansea. I mean, there's no Melia this year.
No, well, we don't know that.
Oh, God, no, we don't know that, do we? He's still here. He looks like third choice.
Yeah.
As it stands.
He doesn't have a squad number.
Yeah, it looks like they've stripped his number off him.
Oh, does he not have a number? Well, I didn't even realise that.
Perry's number 1, so...
Yeah. Yeah, but he'll get a number if he's here, I assume.
Anyway, right, let's wrap this one up. So we've heard everyone's predictions. Chris, just give me your rundown from finishing position, top goal scorer, player of the season, young player of the year, and wildcard moment, please.
Finishing position, 16th. Top goal scorer, Jakob Bijol with 6 goals. Very specific. Player of the season, Anton Stack. Young player of the season, Johnny Howson. Failing that, Harry Gray or Oliver Pickles. And then wildcard moment is Premier League goal of the season involving Lucas Perry long throw directly to Dan James, who then runs in and scores.
Nice. I feel like we can look back on this Pickles prediction in a few years when he's, playing for Guiseley or something and be like, I just came up short just a bit.
Not at all. When he's lifting the World Cup trophy with England, Scotland, whoever he represents. Thank you, Chris. That was fantastic. The predictions, maybe not so. So the reason why we ran through these at the end of every prediction was to be able to clip this up. So we're going to be able to look at this across the season if indeed we want to. So we're marching on towards the Premier League now. Everton we face tonight. There will be a match ball straight after the game and more stuff to come in the week. Let's hope for not Michael's prediction of 18. And let's see what happens. Thanks for joining us. Cheers.
The Square Ball Podcast.